with the same theme. Next we have with us from EEE department, Ms. Jyoti Mahanta, who is going to judge poster with the concept Save Ocean, Water Inhabitants, along with from Civil Department, Mr. Rojuti Nath. Thank you. I request the judges to start their
Anyone there?
judgment.
Thank you for participating.
As we all know that we have been given the topic on safe oceans. So this is the chart that we have prepared, and we have written a few methods as to how we can save the ocean. So in the first part, we have written that we can save the ocean by simply not trying plastics and by simply being aware citizens. So I like talking about the things at the base level. So when we talk about the ocean is already a bigger concept. So we have a smaller water bodies in our area, like for example a small lake or a small water body. So we can save those, and those by not trying chemicals, by not trying garbages. Then if we can save the small water bodies that way, then we can save the bigger water bodies like ocean, Pacific Ocean, which is now the most polluted, we can say. We can save the water bodies in the same way. So just we can practice like small little things as we have been always taught from the various class, like from the very smaller age or smaller classes, as to how we can simply not be wasting a lot of not unnecessary things. And I now like to hand over to carry on the presentations to my group mate.
Good morning, everyone. Respected judges, teachers, juniors, and all my dear friends present here. I would like to start from the first measure, that is reduce the use of single-use plastic. So, like my friend have already told, that from a very young age, we all have learned to reduce, refuse, reuse. But the problem is, nothing is gonna be okay if we reuse, refuse, or reduce plastic. Because, for example, the most common show in Discovery Channel, Man vs. Wild, what we can see when in a survival challenge, a man travels to any island to explore flora and fauna. Even when there is no animal, plants, or any human, plastic is there. Or any kind of garbage, bottles, they are already there. So we have already lost the time to reduce, refuse, and reuse. From my point of view, the only option left is now we have to ban plastic if we want to survive, or like if we want to see the world beautiful as it was. Now, moving to the second point, I asked. So, at last, I would like to request everybody that there will be too many measures, or there is many things that we can write or read, but when it is time, we must practically do everything that is important for this environment.
Pure coral reefs. Imagine the beautiful colorful fishes swimming over the coral reefs, and imagine the pure waves. Now imagine the same ocean filled with plastics. The sea creatures, they are suffocating to death, and the ocean is suffering from pollution. Good morning, one and all present here. Today, we are not here as a team, we are not here as a participant, just not as a participant or competitor, but we are here as the sound of the silent victims of the oceans. Hi, my name is Sabir Sheikh, with my fellow teammates Trishul Singh and Raja Ali. So why the ocean is so important to us? So let me remind you. Many people don't know about it that the 50% of the oxygen production house is the ocean. We often think that ocean, like we just take it for so granted, because we think that it's not that important to us. We are getting oxygen to live, we are getting it from the plants and trees surrounded by us, but that's not the only house of oxygen production. That is the core element for our humans to live. I want to leave you all with a question. That what kind of world do you want? A world where the dolphins are moving freely, or the whales are moving gracefully over the ocean? Or a world where the ocean is filled with plastics, dying and silent death? So here's today we are here. Let's save the planet. For before that, we must save the ocean first, as ocean is a heartbeat for our planet Earth. Now, I would also want to say a few words that, as you can see in the poster, here is a time lapse where we have shown industrialization. Meanwhile, in the next part we have shown here that by 2050 there will be more plastic than fish in the oceans. This is the message that we want to leave behind today. And we want to leave behind all of you with a question that what kind of world we want. So that's all for today. The best time to act was yesterday, but the next best time to act is now. Let's save our planet, save our oceans, save the ocean inhabitants, and save ourselves. Thank you.
About the threats, majorly, if I'm going to talk about the threats, just imagine you're in a home, sitting next to the TV and watching it carefully, like just chilling around. But someone comes and throws at least like 1 ton of garbage in your home. How will you feel? Like majorly you feel suffocating because you cannot do anything. He comes and throws 1 ton of garbage every day. Like just imagine. So similarly, over 8 million ton of garbage has been thrown in the ocean every single year. Like the turtles, they think plastic bags as jellyfish and they feed on them. They choke to death. Like seabirds think bottle caps as their food. Similarly, like if I'm talking about the threats, then the next thing is climate change. The climate changes and the polar regions, they just melt, and the carbon emissions, they just make the ocean polluted. There's nothing more to go. Similarly, humans, majorly humans are the causes of all the major problems. We are the problems. We throw things here and there. The bags carry and they throw to the ocean.
Yes, like alright. I have said these things. Similarly, there's the plastic, the deadly components of the industrialization is slowly polluting the ocean creatures. And by 2050, there will be no plastic, very sea creatures in the ocean. And that is the thing. Like by 2050, there will be this will be bottle this and the plastic. This is basically showing that the impact of water. Now it's a bottle, but after 2050 it will be like in nucleus. It's a can. After 2050 it will be water. This mountain will turn into plastic. Plastic will be recycled. And these are the creatures which are unexpected. These are now they are unexpected. But by time it's a business. Yeah, basically, racist politics.
It might be schemes, it might be any kind of approach, it might be forestations, it might be any kind of approach. This kind of that is missing. Okay.
Yeah, there is a like ID.
The next, that is exhibition. We have one model. So I request the judges to move towards the model. And Nandana Goswami, please. Participants, please.
Tripolis as a set of principle of management that can help to protect the environment. So I am going to explain about reduce. So reduce use things with care to reduce amount of the waste which we create. Reduce also means to cut back the trash we generate. For example, we can use less packaging products or avoid single item use. And we can reduce the plastic bags also.
लिमिटेड इस्तेमाल करना चाहिए। रीयूज़ में दिखाया गया है कि अगर हम एक चीज़ खत्म होने से मतलब ठीक ही है लेकिन हम वो यूज़ नहीं कर रहे, दिखने में अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है इसलिए हमने फेंक दिया, तो हमें मतलब तीनों का ही इफेक्ट होगा, रिड्यूस में भी इफेक्ट होगा जैसे रिसाइकिल और यूज़। तो अगर हम वही चीज़ ठीक से इस्तेमाल करें, रीयूज़ मतलब इस्तेमाल करने के बाद रिड्यूस करें, तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं इसमें भी मतलब रिड्यूस में भी हम लिमिट रख सकते हैं और रिसाइकिल में भी लिमिट रख सकते हैं। अगर हम रिड्यूस में कुछ नहीं मतलब पुनर्व्यवहार नहीं किया तो पोल्यूशन हो जाएगा। फिर पेड़ फर्नीचर, अगर हमने फर्नीचर ठीक ठाक है लेकिन हमने उसको फेंक दिया तो फिर से हमें पेड़ काटना पड़ेगा, उसको ही को लेकर हमें फर्नीचर बनाना पड़ेगा, तो अगर हम पेड़ काटें तो ऑक्सीजन का मात्रा कम हो जाएगा और कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड ज़्यादा हो जाएगा, जिसके हिसाब से ओजोन लेयर में भी प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है। और इस तरह ट्रैफिक का धुआं भी इसके हिसाब से अगर पेड़ नहीं हुआ तो उनका कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड कार्बन नाइट्रोजन हमारा ओजोन लेयर का
जो भी मोटर्स बाइक्स होता है उन सब में यूज होता है।
सबसे पहला नेगेटिव मुझे क्या लगा, फर्स्ट थिंग व्हिच आई फील नेगेटिव, फर्स्ट यू सेड अबाउट reduce ना, you said about plastics and all using and all. When you are talking about this, whatever you are saying and whatever you are demonstrated, it is not matching. First, second point, you said about reuse. Okay, I understood. You said about before it get deteriorated, you construct in some other method. Okay. Afterwards, you saying that recycle. Your whole, whatever be the concept, on what concept you are building your product, everything either has to be interlinked with each other or intralinked. If this must be linked with this or this must be linked with this. Now at the end you are saying link with this. Now if you are linking with this, how to link with this? Whenever you are doing any model, your model must relate with the concept what you are working on. Whatever you are saying, it must match it. So in the reduce part, your concept of whatever you are saying is not matching, that is the negative part. Second, you have said about reuse. Okay, I agree, whatever you said. And in the recycle, you are saying that through petroleum pump and all, how the petroleum pump is going to use it from here. You are saying after this only, na? You have to show some linkage towards that. So you are not showing any linkage to that two parts. You are showing only linkage to this only this part and this part. So I think somewhere you lack the concept of what you are saying and what you are demonstrating. Only that part is. So that part is correct, I think.
सर एक्चुअली मतलब हम यहाँ पे जो रीयूज़ में करते हैं, जो हम फेंक देते हैं तो वही वो मतलब रिसाइकलिंग में जाता है, फिर वो पेट्रोलियम यहाँ से मोटरसाइकिल वगैरह में जाता है।
पेट्रोलियम कैसे हो रहा है वहाँ से?
मतलब वो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग होकर यहाँ से मतलब गैस
वहाँ से ये बोल रहे हैं ना, तो वहाँ से पेट्रोलियम कैसे?
जो यहाँ से हम प्लास्टिक वगैरह फेंकते हैं, बॉटल्स वगैरह जो हम फेंक देते हैं, हमारे यहाँ से ही जाता है ना वो सब, फिर वो यहाँ पे रिसाइकल में जाके वो मतलब रिसाइकलिंग हो रहा है, रिसाइकल उसको वेस्ट मटेरियल को सब मैन्युफैक्चरिंग करके जो भी वो मशीन्स में करते हैं वगैरह करके वो पेट्रोलियम यहाँ से कनेक्ट होकर मतलब उनके जो पेट्रोल पंप में जाता है वो वहाँ से अंडरग्राउंड जाके फिर जो गैस बनता है वो मतलब जो पेट्रोल बनता है वो गाड़ीज वगैरह में जाते हैं, ऐसे लिंक किया है हमने।
ठीक है, तो ये रेड्यूस को जब तुमने पहले शुरू किया था तब तुमने प्लास्टिक वगैरह का कुछ बात किया था, लेकिन तुमने
मतलब
यहाँ
लेस
पे-
पैकेजिंग प्रोडक्ट्स
हाँ,
यूज़
तुमने
करने
ये
के
सब किया था बोला था, तो यहाँ पे डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन में मैं कैसे समझूँ उस चीज़ को?
हाँ सर, मैं भी एग्री करती हूँ कि वो उसके साथ सूट नहीं हो रहा है, लेकिन
मैं वही बोला कि तुमने जो वहाँ पर दिखाया वो चीज़ का यूज वहाँ का थोड़ा सा
मतलब इन तीनों का कनेक्शन इसका नहीं हो रहा
नहीं
है।
हो रहा है और उसके से उसका नहीं हो रहा है, तो कहीं ना कहीं ये चीज़ नेगेटिव है, ठीक है? बाकी
इंडिविजुअली ठीक है, लेकिन कनेक्शन जो तुम्हारा थीम है वो मैच नहीं कर रहा।
And the teammates. Please go.
Oh, they are also from BCA first semester. So it's another great result for the BCA department.
Please go.
Congratulations to the team. Clap for them. Dhruvajuti Deka and their teammates.
Please go.
Dhruvajuti Deka from Civil Department. Wow, congratulations to their teammates. First of all, I want to thank all the students for their efforts, for the participating students for their good efforts, smart efforts, I can say. And thanks to the judges for their precious time that you have spent to come here for judging your posters. The posters participating in competition, there are 3 same portion. Group 4. Trishul and their teammates is the first winner.
Please stand up. The first position.
This is for first student. Wow, it's a great result for our BCA department. Come.
Yeah.
With the poster.